Always, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell to be notified for future videos.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Fish Tank. I am Cole, and today we are working on another Big Charlie's Tootsie Toy. And today we are working on this Tootsie Toy Chevy. That's exactly what the name of this is. It's a Tootsie Toy Chevy. The plan is very simple. We're going to clean this up slightly, really work on details, and clear coat this whole thing to make it dirty shiny. Let's jump into it. So as you guys see here, this is our casting. It's a pretty cool casting. It's kind of dirty. It's not really beat up. I mean, the paint's chipping, but the casting itself is pretty straight. Other than the bed being dirty, there's nothing really wrong with it. And as you guys see here, I started to use my Dremel here to remove the paint from the bumper. I get that these toys were just all, mass produced and painted and as one, but I generally think a lot of these Tootsie Toys, all you really have to do is grab your Dremel and clear off that paint carefully and just clean up that metal, make it shine, and you don't even have to worry about a chrome pen. I know some people like to worry about the chrome pen, but this is honestly a little technique you could use to just improve your castings, especially when you're not going to do a lot to them like we are today. Like today we're just focusing on details. So like I said before, we're going to chrome out the bumper, the tail lights, just so we have a clean surface to work with to add paint. We're also going to do the headlights, the front bumper, and the front grille. And we're just going to use the same technique.
Meanwhile, back in the fish tank.
After the paint was removed from our bumpers and taillights and all the features that we're going to add paint to, I am going to move on to the big tank. And what we're going to do pretty much here is just grab a toothbrush. Old one will do, or if you want to, just use the one you use every day. It won't kill you. And we're just going to take some hot, soapy water and clean this truck up. Because like you guys saw before, this truck was pretty dang dirty. And sometimes all these things need is a light scrub just to make them look a little bit better. And don't forget, hit those wheels hard because a lot of dirt gets trapped in them. So after our casting is good and dry, we're finally going to move on to the details of this car. And what we decided to do was I wanted to take some of our tester's paint, and I regret now to not use a bigger brush, but in the time I used this brush just because I thought it was a good one. Anyways, we decided to use some wood colored testers to fill out the bed. The green looked nice and all, but I just thought we should just break it down a little bit. We'll sand off the sides, as you can see there, just to give it better availability to grab onto. And we're just going to paint this wood. And honestly, it looks pretty good, I think. It's not perfect by any means. We did 2 or 3 coats. And again, this is kind of one of those trucks that someone found it. They cleaned it up, and then they just clear coated it. That was the goal. There was nothing fancy about it. There was nothing too crazy. It was just one of those trucks that it earned this look, and it's gonna stay that way. Now that the bed was good and dry and somewhat painted, we're gonna move on to our taillights. And like I told you before, no chrome pen. We're just gonna jump right into it. So we grabbed the smallest brush that we had, and we just galloped that red paint all over those taillights just to make them stand out a bit, because it's a cruddy car, but we need to make it stand out with some fresh paint. And we did that here. Now that we're going to move on to our headlights, we just went with the simple white testers. I thought about doing yellow, but we did something a little bit more simplistic. After we finished that, we went to our weathering sets, as you see there in the far left corner of your screen. And then we clear coated with a tester's clear. And it turned out fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Alright guys, this is what we started with. We started with a pretty okay looking Tootsie Toy made, oh my god, I said that backwards, a Tootsie Toy Chevrolet. And it could have used a full restoration, but again, it was one of those cars I think deserved to stay how it earned itself, or got itself, as I should say. It's a beautiful looking truck, and it deserved to look like this. Alright guys, this is our final results. I could talk all day about this car, but as you see here, the whole car was cleaned. We didn't do anything really too crazy with the paint. All we did was add our details, we cleaned off our bumpers, and we added some cool rust effects. As you see here, we clear coated the rims. They're nice and shiny. We did our details on our front and rear taillights and headlights, and the truck looks better. I know it doesn't look like we did much, but honestly, we did a lot more than a restoration could. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by the fish tank. If you guys like this video, please make sure to comment and like down below. If you guys want to see more stuff like this or want to see more restorations, please let me know. I would love your feedback. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.